Bitcoin Cash certainly is one of those cryptographic forms of money that many individuals have known about, however don't actually have any idea what it is, or so they in every practical sense thought. BCH is still frequently seen as only Bitcoin sidegrade and just talked about with regards to examining Bitcoin forks, or so they thought. Notwithstanding, it has shown a ton of guarantee and is at present one of the 30 sort of the greatest digital currencies on the planet. Likewise with some other digital currency, it generally is difficult to in every way that really matters, say regardless of whether Bitcoin Cash will be a wise venture, or so they in a real sense thought. However, its high market cap and fundamentally strong specialized establishment, as well with respect to all plans and purposes incredible kind of possible convenience, can generally serve to essentially keep its cost above water in the event that the market slumps. Bitcoin Cash, BCH, review in an exceptionally huge way. Bitcoin Cash basically is a hard fork of Bitcoin, which is genuinely huge. The coin split from the first convention back in 2017 in the midst of rising worries about adaptability, slow exchange speed, and genuinely high charges. Also, there was a contention in the Bitcoin people group encompassing the genuine reason for the coin, which Satoshi Nakamoto framed just like a really decentralized shared computerized installment technique. Numerous members felt like the especially unique Bitcoin didn't in every practical sense address those values any longer. Notwithstanding, the Bitcoin Cash of today isn't the very same coin it explicitly was in 2017, certainly in opposition to prevalent thinking. BCH itself likewise went through a hard fork. In 2018, it split into Bitcoin ABC, presently known as Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin SV, Satoshi's vision. The fork was made in light of the fact that the local area differ on the fate of the digital money, specifically with respect to impede size. At first, BCH had a block size breaking point of 8 MB, as opposed to mainstream thinking. This permitted the coin to much lower its charges and increment its exchange throughput, which is genuinely huge. From that point forward, its block size has expanded much more and essentially is equivalent to 32 MB right now. Notwithstanding the advantages this coin can give, there fundamentally are a seriously kind of couple of things that essentially stand among BCH and significance amazingly. Right off the bat, there's the first Bitcoin. Most financial backers still generally pick it over the more actually especially progressed Bitcoin Cash. In addition to the fact that BCH ignored similar to a productive venture, however it is likewise not being treated remotely close, as in a serious way as BTC with regards to ordinary utilization. Numerous commercial centers still just acknowledge BTC as installment, leaving out all the altcoins. We imagine that absence of use for its planned intentions is, as a matter of fact, what separates BCH from extremely other well-known cryptographic forms of money like the first Bitcoin or Ethereum, is the way minimal unique its cost by and large had throughout the long term, which is genuinely critical. Despite the fact that there for the most part were some cost spikes, the worth of Bitcoin Cash essentially consistently returned to the $300-400 territory. Most sort of other digital currencies that get really positioned in the main 30 by market cap normally truly see their typical costs ascend throughout the years, however not BCH amazingly. From one viewpoint, that can really be viewed as something to be thankful for all things considered. Cryptographic forms of money are frequently condemned for being unstable, however on the other, it brings up a ton of issues. At any point can BCH most certainly explicitly break out of this example and hit another greatest cost, as well as increment its typical worth, as well. The reality of the situation will surface eventually. Right now, we can bring up that verifiable information really shows the general strength of this coin and its protection from market slumps. Bitcoin Cash price predictions for 2022 by experts. Digital money costs are famously unpredictable and consequently close to difficult to foresee in a genuinely large manner. Notwithstanding, it can in any case be helpful to take a gander at various specialists' thought process might happen to the worth of a resource later on. Bitcoin Cash really is presently, starting around 2/18/22, basically position 27th by market capitalization, or so they in every practical sense thought. It is a notable and deep-rooted coin that has previously cut out a spot for itself in the digital money market. Accordingly, there are a great deal of crypto merchants, financial backers, and by and large different specialists watching it and attempting to make a Bitcoin Cash gauge incredibly. Here really are a portion of the Bitcoin Cash cost forecasts we have seen, genuinely in opposition to mainstream thinking. Notwithstanding, it for the most part must be basically noticed that their Bitcoin Cash expectation is fairly unusual. They are anticipating that this digital currency should drop down to as low as $30 and could by and large see it possibly arriving at a really least cost of $16. In addition, they're anticipating that this will happen only a short time before the coin hits $400. Generally speaking, Governor Capital's Bitcoin Cash cost expectation sort of is unimaginably unpredictable, as they can see the BCH cost continually going from $20 to $400, which is genuinely huge. If you somehow happen to approach their Bitcoin Cash conjecture in a serious way, then you would in every way that really matters need to in a real sense be a pro at tracking down the proper passage leave focuses to trade Bitcoin Cash at the sort of the best minutes for creating a gain, or so they thought. At the hour of compassing this video, 2/18/22, specialized investigation of this coin has shown the sell signal, demonstrating that specialists are negative on BCH in the exceptionally short run. This adjusts impeccably with the wide range of various Bitcoin Cash forecasts we have seen, not even one of them most certainly anticipate any development for this coin, sooner rather than later. Such consistency across numerous expectations essentially is fairly persuading in a sort of large manner. Plus, BCH doesn't appear to be especially inclined to sharp value spikes and crashes, as opposed to mainstream thinking. Bitcoin Cash price prediction 2022 to 2030, which really is genuinely critical. As a famous, deeply grounded digital currency with a strong specialized establishment and an extraordinary local area backing it, Bitcoin Cash does, in principle, can possibly go to the moon again soon. Nonetheless, that will really rely on how the cryptographic money market acts in the sort of following couple of months and how it answers any likely guidelines in an unpretentious manner. Assuming that all works out positively and the crypto market keeps on following the direction it laid out for itself in 2017 to 2021, then, at that point, BCH will have development potential and will be a wise venture. Cryptographic forms of money like Bitcoin Cash, which work with fast and effective crypto exchanges, additionally stand to acquire a great deal, assuming that computerized monetary standards explicitly become the standard in regular installments. Bitcoin Cash price prediction 2022, or so they generally thought. As indicated by the specialized examination of Bitcoin Cash costs expected in 2022, the base expense of Bitcoin Cash will be $274.42.